Really, too, we have Brandon.
Oh, hello.
And you got second place today with...
Adventure Plunder, baby. Oh, God.
You're so happy to play this.
Oh, God. I've been waiting ever since this damn card got announced, bro.
So our locals for the past 3 or 4 months have been 6 to 8 people, thanks to a deck.
I mean, every locals, apparently.
Yeah.
Even MST TV said it's
But
like
now-
locals has been bodied.
But now people get to play decks like this.
Oh, God, yes.
This doesn't
These are
even look
Plunder.
like...
Yes, I'll explain some of this. This actually is in here.
Alright, how many cards is your main deck?
40.
40. Alright, you can go ahead and get started.
Alright. So let me explain these. So pre-ban list, these are both at 3, and I'm not gonna lie, these cards were pretty crazy. Especially since like I said, I play Brave stuff, so it would like shovel back the adventure engine because like it would get dealt with a lot because of tier stuff. And it got to be a lot more reckless with the resources. You know, obviously they're custom cards, pretty much. They're limited for a reason. But now they're in here just because like I don't have thrusting, so thrusting's probably a better card to put in here, but I don't have that, so I throw these in here. I mean, I like them, but admittedly, I have cited them out a lot, so you don't have to play these. Yeah. So like I said, I'm still like working on like the list. For like other random one-ups, Foolish, this card's like really crazy. Setting like a Plunder name for Black Eyes or for Jord, setting Enchantress, and like sometimes you can like send these. Yeah. Harpies, I've been playing against a lot of set cards lately with Koshchira, Trap decks, just a lot of decks in general just having back row, and I'm not trying to deal with that. Change of Heart, because in theory this card's like really good against like the Koshchira deck. You just like take the Arise Heart and you just like, you know, deal with their stuff. And in general it's like good as it is, because like the Blackbeard, it needs 2 monsters including a Plunder, so you can just like take theirs, link it off, and now you put the attribute back in their graveyard, so like you can just work with it. It like clears the board a little bit. As for other cards, 3 Ash, because this card is pretty good right now. Stops Book of Eclipse, and this deck like really wants the game state to be as simplified as it can, and this is one of those cards, like one less thing you have to interact with, the better. 3 Talents, this card, if you resolve it, you usually win. Now this is probably going to be the oddball here, is 3 Dark Ruler. A lot of decks cut this and I'm playing Book of Eclipse. So the reason that I still have Dark Ruler in here is that Book of Eclipse loses to Ash, loses to Negates. Dark Ruler, obviously you can't respond to it. Dark Ruler also just, it's a 1 turn off everything. And so does Book of Eclipse, but Plunder Patrol needs attributes on your opponent's side, and if you flip them all face down, like there's nothing for you to really work with. Versus just kind of like one card doing this and kind of throw the other 5 cards you have at them and just try to clear it as much as you can. So it's like in your better interest to do it that way. So that's, I think like for my deck it works, but other deck it's probably just better to play Eclipse. And that's that. For the adventure engine, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1. If Koshchira banishes the stuff face down, I mean it happens, but you know,
Engine's good again.
like yeah, I mean it's good. Yeah, it's like super good in this deck. This card has like ridiculous synergy with the deck. Because the deck literally has like no normal summon effects. And these are also just like really good for card economy purposes. Because that's like one of Plunder's like issues is the card economy, so like this helps a lot with that. And you know, just being able to summon like a negate before you get like nibbed is like obviously good for Jord. This is just a level 4 token. It's like at worst you could just literally synchro into Jord or link it off. Like there's literally never a bad time to activate like right. For the Plunder lineup, so 3 Golden Hair, 3 Bluebeard, 3 Black Eyes, 1 Red. And then 3 Whitebeard, 2, or, you know, 3 of each of the tuners, because you want to make Jordan, 3 of each of the extenders, because you need to keep playing. Only one of this, it's not a bad card, but it's, like, very slow, so, and if it gets banished by Koshchira, it doesn't matter, like, you don't need this, like, it's a nice card, but again, it's just too slow right now, but it's nice to have a name. And then, I played Emblem. This card is, like, 50-50, like when it's good, when it's bad, like it's just super bricky. But in terms of like Koshchira, it's like kind of a necessary evil because you can just like normal summon the monster, do this, link it up, make a Mork, because Mork's a dark, so the Rice Heart, and you just like start banishing their cards, like try to do something with that. And then 3 of the Field Spell, because this card's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was the main deck.
Now your extra deck.
For the extra deck, I have a Baron. Yes, you can make this game 1, but this is mainly for the Bestial on the side. Amirage, I think you have to play this. Mudcracker, I don't like ever summon this card, but in theory it has good synergy with the deck because they're all fiends, and like this protects your fiends, so like, you know, kind of like silly not to play in my opinion. So yeah, and then the rest are Plunders. So 3 of the Link, I think 3 is actually really necessary. I do play 3 Mork. I just have a flex spot in here, but once Ancient Fairy comes back, like one of the Morks is going to be Ancient Fairy. And then 2 lists, 2 brand, and you know, God card, 2 Jordan.
For a quick explanation, this is the new card came out, Fulton Hypernova. Can you give a quick explanation of what this card does?
Yes. So the first effect is like the most like irrelevant effects. If it's on board and you're putting special summons a monster, you can add a Plunder card from your deck to your hand, and if it's equipped with the Plunder card at that time, you can also summon a Plunder monster from your deck. But the better effects are on field. You target a Plunder card in your graveyard, add it to your hand, it puts itself in the scale, and then in the scale you call an attribute, you summon a token, a Plunder Patrol token to each side of the field with that attribute in defense position. So this allows you to go into first turn like Liz or Brand or Mork like immediately, and that's like ridiculously helpful. Yeah. And that was like the other reason why to play like Emblem is just because you can give them a token. It's a Plunder token, so you can equip it to the token you give them, and then just like OTK them with it.
Nice, that's the extra deck.
Yeah.
And then your side deck.
For the side deck, 3 Chaos Hunter. I've liked it. I think if you time this correctly against Kashtira, it's not bad. I think if you do it too early, like you'll obviously get taken advantage of with like Big Eye and whatnot. So I think if you just time it better, but I'll test out like Lancet and stuff too. I do side 3 Juice Worm. I'm not gonna just disrespect like dark and light matchups. And this is like the best blind one to play because you can summon this, link it off, and make Baron, and then like you get the effect to like send one of their monsters to the grave. And again, you know, Plunders need stuff in the field or the graveyard, so you can work with it in the grave. And then 3 Storm, 3 evenly matched with Tier and Sprite hit pretty hard. Rogue decks are obviously just much more like important. Like I played this over what's it called? I played this over Book of Eclipse because like if I'm gonna put their cards face down, I might as well just put all of them face down except for one, rather than like allowing them potentially draw more cards and whatnot. And then 3D Barrier because this also simplifies the game state.
Nice. All right, Brandon. Well, thank you. Congratulations on your
Oh,
top
yeah.
tonight.
Yes.
Did I say anything about your deck?
Deck's crazy. Like honestly, deck's really good. I think I play it really well. You are more than welcome to make any changes you want to this deck. You know, Plundy got here, so my Plundies are finally here. The One Piece is real.
The One Piece is real.
Mark's based.
All right. Well, thank you, Brandon, and subscribe. Right.
Do it for Jordan.
Do it for Jordan.
Yeah, do it
All
for
right,
please.
Have a good night.
Yeah.